A gentle current moving in the veins, without a flame, without a single spark. Only what the midnight still retains. The city is a memory far away, lost inside the filter of a dream. Nothing matters, let the daylight have to say. We are drifting in a slow and endless stream. I can hear the resonance of stone, softening until the edges disappear. Never felt so perfectly alone, never felt the center quite so near. The low vibration settled in the bone, the atmosphere is thick enough to hold a secret frequency we call our own, turning all the charcoal into gold. Sink into the deepness of the glow, let the warmth of ivory waves go rushing over the skin. Feeling how the steady pulses grow from the hollow place where we have always been. It is heavy, it is liquid, it is real, like a river made of silk and ancient thoughts. There is nothing left to hide or to conceal in this sanctuary built of quiet trust.只剩在最夜时分骤然停顿，轻轻滴落进空旷的水印，这城市吞下最后一口余温，只剩熟悉在暗处曲曲推进，敲车感在大地深层秘密回响，传递引勾勒出某种倔强的形状，没有方向的脚步开始流浪，踩碎那些层叠错落的虚假光亮，染上色彩的雾气在指尖缠绕，冷色调的线条将街道丝丝捆绑，心跳被频率节制向深渊奔跑，孤独是这片荒野唯一的勋章。无惧变冷，黑夜究竟属于谁？只在心影断裂处不作迂回，这股翻涌的暗潮将直觉包围，让灵魂顺着地表的缝隙下坠。联合性框架自撑起残破的梦，去温转动出一种克制的沉重，每个路口都贴附着未知的缝，切割开那些言不由衷的空洞，金属的衬影在墙壁反复折射，水泥森林里藏着不安的底色，所有喧嚣都在这一刻被取舍，只留下一道寂静的伤痕在勾勒，染上色彩的雾气在指尖缠绕，冷色调的线条将街道丝丝捆绑，心跳被频率节制向深渊奔跑，孤独是这片荒原唯一的勋章。染上色彩的雾气在指尖缠绕，冷色调的线条将街道丝丝捆绑，心跳被频率节制向深渊奔跑，孤独是这片荒原唯一的勋章。 retreats from the shifting sand, tracing the edge of a fading afternoon. Low sun paint shadows across the deck. Amber light dissolves in a shallow glass. Weightless motion finds its own way home. Velvet keeps dancing on the crest of a swell, tracing circles in the cool blue evening. Pulse of the deep, moving through the floor. Underneath the stars we find our steady breath. Horizontal dreams waking in the spring. One more moment before the night takes hold. Velvet keeps dancing on the crest of the swell, tracing circles in the cool blue evening. Pulse of the deep, moving through the floor. Underneath the stars we find our steady breath. Horizontal dreams waking in the spring. One more moment before the night takes hold. Soft vibration settle in the wood. The piano chords lean into the breeze, floating on a sequence of golden hours where the water meets the city lights. Time is a current that we finally let go. Ice clinks against the porcelain rim. Laughter turns to a soul we become. Barefoot steps on the weathered timber. Watching the horizon lose its starlight. Gravity yields to the warmth of the base. Everything we need is right where we stand. Velvet keys dancing on the crest of a swell, tracing circles in a cool blue evening. Puff of the deep, moving through the floor. Underneath the stars we find our steady breath. Horizontal dreams waking in the spray. One more moment before the night takes hold. Velvet keys dancing on the crest of a swell, tracing circles in a cool blue evening. Pulse of the deep, moving through the floor. Underneath the stars we find our steady breath. skyline leans against the dark. A velvet weight on every part. Glass towers breathing amber light, tracing the marrow of the night. Concrete gives up its daytime heat under the pulse of distant feet. The air is thick with heavy lace, finding its home in every space. The city bends a quiet knee to what the shadows want to be. A muted chord within the chest, where every ghost comes out to rest. The gravity begins to fade, and every move the soul has made, no longer bound by what was told. Inside this house of silk and gold, this is a tie that never breaks, taking back all the old mistakes. A current moving through the floor until the world is nothing more, just the sway and the steady hum, waiting for what we might become, held in the center of the globe, deep where the secret waters flow. Ice settles in a hollow glass, watching the heavy minutes pass. 1,000 windows blinking stare at all the silence hanging there. Reflections stretch across the tile, measured by every jagged mile. We are the sparks that didn't fly, caught in the corners of the sky. The city bends a quiet knee to what the shadows want to be. A muted chord within the chest, where every risk comes out to rest. The gravity begins to fade, and every move the soul has made, no longer bound by what was told. Inside this house of silk and gold, this is the tie that never breaks, taking back all the old mistakes. A current moving through the floor until the world is nothing more, just the sway and the steady hum, waiting for what we might become, held in the center of the globe, deep where the secret water flows. Grid of starlight starts to bend, where the iron giants end. Signals coursing through the dark, tracing out a solar arc. Oxygen is getting thin, let the heavy pulse begin. Every atom starts to sway, gravity just floats away. Pressure rising in the glass, watching ancient systems pass. Voltage running through the veins, breaking every earthly chain. Infinity is calling out my name. The vacuum swallows up the solar flame, caught inside a kinetic blue design, crossing over the horizon line. Electric fever in a cold embrace, drifting through the velvet folds of space. Diamond dust across the shield, patterns in the magnetic field. watching ancient systems pass, voltage running through the vein, breaking every earthly chain. Infinity is calling out my name. The vacuum swallows up the skull of flame. Caught inside a kinetic blue design, crossing over the horizon line. Electric fever in an old embrace, drifting through the velvet folds of space. Weightless motion, silent ocean, black and carbon, systems harden, expanding wider than the eye can see, locked into a deep frequency. Infinity is calling out my name. The vacuum swallows up the solar flames, caught inside a kinetic blue design, crossing over the horizon line. Electric fever in an old embrace, drifting through the velvet folds of space. lead us in light years, a memory long outgrown. We sail on waves that have no name and seek no sun. The gentle friction from the shifting dust of stars is rubbing soft against the hollow of my chest. It erases all the jagged lines and old scars and lays the frantic mind into a quiet rest. The frequency is wide and deep in gold, a narrative of silence waiting to unfold. We are drifting through the heart of the nebula in a slow descent where time begins to blur. Tracing patterns on the glass of the white we own to the steady beat of a distant surging world. Floating light through the center of the deep, where the secrets of the firmament still sleep. There is a warmth that blooms inside the shifting blue, a thick vibration like a heartbeat in the void. It pulls the scattered fragments back to something new until the final trace of friction is destroyed. The percussion stutters like a soft and sudden rain, washing out the static from the weary brain. The low end moves in circles like a tide, with nowhere left for any fit to hide. The texture of the void is soft as silk, drowning out the world in clouds of milk. We are drifting through the heart of the nebula in a slow descent where time begins to blur. Tracing patterns on the glass of a white beyond to a steady beat of a distant surging world. Floating light through the center of the deep, where the secrets of the firmament still sleep. We are drifting through the heart of the nebula in a slow descent where time begins to blur. Tracing back on the wax of a white cloud to the steady beat of a distant surging world. Floating light through the center of the deep, where the secrets of the firmament still sleep. The velvet floor is humming underneath my boots, a low frequency vibration taking hold of the roots, sliding past the heavy curtains where the air is thick, caught inside a cycle that is far too slick. The silver light is dripping down the mirrors on the wall, waiting for the gravity to eventually fall. Liquid motion in the center of the deep dark heat, tracing every movement of a syncopated beat. Gravity is fading while the speakers start to sway, wash away the logic of a crowded working day, drowning in the current of a heavy purple sound. No one ever looking for the way to being found. Electric currents flowing through the middle of the crowd. The silence in the center is becoming rather loud. Steady undulations like a tide against the shore, giving every person exactly what they came here for. Filtering the vision through a haze of golden dust, moving just because it is a momentary must. The pressure in the marrow of the bone, a kingdom made of temporary stone, merging with the patterns in the air, stripping off the layers that we wear. Liquid motion in the center of the deep dark heat, tracing every movement of a syncopated beat. Gravity is fading while the speakers start to sway, wash away the logic of a crowded working day, drowning in the current of a heavy purple sound. promises the constellations keep. The blackness is a heavy kind of grace, suspended in the center of the globe. There is no horizon left to find, only where the cosmic rivers flow. Liquid diamonds scattered on the floor of a cathedral made of hollow stone. I am just a traveler in flight, never felt so peaceful and alone. Infinity is open in its arms, falling through the violet and the blue. A million suns are sinking in the dark, leading me to somewhere bright and dark. Pulse against the fabric of the night. Universal currents pull me deep into the electric heart of space. Promises the constellations keep. Infinity is open in its arms, falling through the violet and the blue. A million suns are sinking in the dark, leading me to somewhere bright and new. Pulse against the fabric of the night. Universal currents pull me deep into the electric heart of space. Promises the constellations keep. Salt on my skin, candles on the balcony. You laugh in the dark, spilling your drink and your secrets. Bare feet on tile, curtains breathing in and out. You trace maps on my arm like you're planning where we go next. Stay in this moment. Slow waves in your eyes that fall again. You lean in, the world turns blue, and I just hum along to you. By the pool, by the pool, yeah. Just us two. Ice in the glass, clinking like a little bell. just us two.
Soft skin catching the amber glow. The tide retreats slow and low. Leather sandals on the boardwalk wood. Found a feeling that feels so good. The hollow ring of the wooden drum, matching the hum where spirits from. No clock to watch, no place to be. Just emotion of the heavy sea. Feet sink deep in the cooling gray, washing away the city stain. Golden hour stays a little more. Shadows stretching across the floor. The pulse is low and the kick is wide, sweeping us out with the evening tide. Every heartbeat finds a brand new space, lost in the lines of a sun-drenched face. The horizon melts in a velvet fold, turn the silver into burning gold. Drifting through the heavy air with a salt mist in our hair. Let the steady beat begin to climb in this pocket of suspended time. Nothing left to do but move deep inside the steady groove. The stars are waking in the violet sky, watching the white foam slide by. The drums keep talking to the sand, pass the fire from hand to hand. The swell comes in with a muffled roar, leaving the know it upon the shore. We are the ghosts of the afternoon, dancing under a rising moon. Feet sink deep in the cooling grain, washing away the city stain. Golden hour stays a little more. Shadows stretching across the floor. The pulse is low and the kick is wide, sweeping us out with the evening tide. Every heartbeat finds a brand new space, lost in the lines of a sun-drenched face. The horizon melts in a velvet fold, turn the silver into burning gold. Drifting through the heavy air with a salt mist in our hair. Let the steady beat begin to climb in this pocket of suspended time. Nothing left to do but move deep inside the steady groove.
the clockwork fire. 121 steps across the floor, between the silence and the closing door. The velvet friction of a velvet sound lifts every shadow from the hollow ground. Electric currents weave a steady thread beneath the visions inside every head. A heavy heartbeat drives a heavy night into the borders of a pale blue light. The air is thick with a deliberate beat that pulls the motion from the city. The horizon bends in a circular glow, where the old machines and the future flow. An ocean rising in a glass display, washing the color of the world away. Hold the weight of the silver sky, while the waves of the circuitry sigh. Deep in the movement of the cold machine, lost in the space that lives between. The feeling of every soul, taking the center of the control. Minimal lighting on the clicking track, moving forward and never looking back. A low vibration in the hidden bone, making a kingdom from a single tone. The atmosphere is just a thin veneer that makes the distant objects reappear. Synth waves crashing on a metal beach, everything just within the finger's reach. A retro signal from a coming age, written in static on a glowing page. The kick is steady as a mountain breath, living in life and mimicking the dead. The horizon bends in a circular glow, where the old machines and the future flow. An ocean rising in a glass display, washing the color of the world away. Hold the weight of the silver side, while the waves of the circuitry sigh. Deep in the movement of the cold machine, lost in the space that lives between. The feeling of the happy soul, taking the center of the control. Hold the weight of the silver sky, while the waves of the circuitry sigh.